What's up, class? Evans here. Today we're going to make the axle peg. It's this screw looking one. It's part number 6. In order to make it, we're going to do a few new things here. We got to be able to put threads, which is the most notable one, and to put a hexagon shape, which should be pretty easy to pull off. But we're going to mix together several things that I've already taught you and a few new things on top of that. So let's make sure that you're inside of your train folder. Create a new document, of course. Now we're going to want to start our sketch on the front view. And I want to put a circle right on that origin. It needs to be on that dot right there. Now, if I look at it, it doesn't look like it has a diameter call out, but if you look in that corner, it says 1/4-20 UNC times 1.00. That's the diameter, 1/4. The 20 UNC refers to the threads. So the length of that thing is 1 inch. So that's 0.25 is the diameter. And then we're going to click the green check mark and extrude that. It should automatically select it. Now, I extrude it 1 inch because that's the full length of the shaft of the little screw, that peg there. But if you notice, it says 1/4 offset. And if you look at the picture, there's a part that doesn't have any threading on it. I have it right here. There's a part that doesn't have any threading on it here, and then it has the threads here. So in order to match that, let's only extrude out 0.75 because 1/4 of it isn't threaded and 3/4 of it is, and that would be 0.75 an inch. Oh, I forgot to select the circle. There we go. It didn't auto select it for me. I think I'm going to hide some of the things there. I think I'm going to keep the top. Yeah, I'd like it like that a little bit. So I could zoom in a little bit closer. Now the next thing I'm going to need to do is add the threads. So this takes a little bit of thinking. Actually, I need to bring back the right view here. I'm going to put a sketch on the right view. And I'm going to hide it again. But here's my sketch. And I'm going to draw. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to hover over the edge, right click, and click use. So it uses that edge. And I'm going to draw a triangle. Now don't let it make that. Don't let it do a 90-degree triangle. This is going to give you some problems. It's going to end up being an equilateral triangle. So let me set this to equilateral by saying all sides are equal. So I click on the equal button and I click all the sides and make them equal to each other. And now let me tell them what size that needs to be. So this is what we need to think about. It says it's 20 UNC. That means it makes 20 spins in a 1 inch length. So that would be 1/20th. Every spin would be 1/20th down an inch. So that would be 1 divided by 20. That would be the size, so 0.05. There's our shape. Make sure it's clicked right at the beginning here. And then I'm going to hit the green check mark. I'm going to click the corner here so I can kind of look at it at an angle. Now, where the little plane button is, I'm going to click the arrow down and click this button called Helix. I'm going to click on the surface here. See how it puts a spin on there? I want the spin to kind of start about where my part is. So I'm going to put a 90-degree start angle. Yeah, see how it's... I'm trying to get it to start where my triangle starts. That I think I would prefer that. Clockwise is fine. Now, how many turns do I want it to take is... So, if it makes 20 of them, And this is 3/4 of an inch. It's 0.75, that's 3/4. So I would take 3/4 of 20, which would be 15. I'm still going off of the 1/4 -20 UNC thing. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I haven't introduced this next tool to you. It's called Sweep. Sweep takes a profile and a path, and it takes that profile and it follows the path, like a spring is what we're going to make here. So I'm going to click on this button right here called Sweep. And I want my sketch. So I'm going to try it. Can I zoom in and get it maybe? If not, I'm going to just click on Sketch there, and hopefully that works. And then my sweep path, I'm going to click on the helix we just made. I want this to be a remove, and hopefully it cooperates with me. Nope, something went wrong. Let me go back to the original sketch. And I think I know what's wrong. I'm going to put a new dimension from here to here. It's whatever it is, it should be right, 0.125. And I'm going to delete this line here. I think that one might be making trouble. So let me get rid of that sweep and then try it again. So sweep, sketch 2, and the path is the helix, and we want it to be a remove. Merge with all, maybe? Okay, so I'm leaving this in the video so that you can see that there's ways of problem solving. It looked to me like because it was on the surface, it was giving it some trouble, so I went back and added a little height to it so that it can cut out and look nice. Now, you can kind of play around with this a little bit, and like, let's say on the sketch, maybe I would, maybe I don't want the points to be so pointed. What if I made them, oh, let me fix that. What if I made the points, instead of 0.05, what if I made it slightly smaller? Let's say 0.045. See, it gives a little bit of a flatter edge. So you can kind of mess around with that number in your sketch too, and change it around a little bit. And depending on how pointed you want it to be, it's up to you. But 0.05 is for sure good. Next is to create a sketch on the surface here. And we want to continue with that offset. So I'm going to get the very middle of this and make my circle 0.25. And I want to extrude that. Whoops. 1/4 of an inch. This is my 1/4 offset that you see with the call out for the thread type. All right, pretty close to being done. Now I want to create a sketch on, I can put it on the top or the right plane, I think. I'm going to put it on the top because that's the one I haven't hidden yet. And I want to click here, right click, and do use. And I want to put a line in the middle of it. So what I want to do is make the head of the bolt, and it's kind of dome shaped. So it has a flat part going up, over, and a flat part here. Let me kind of work on my numbers. And then it's got an arch. Let me do a 3-point arch again. We'll just put anything for right now. Kind of get a general shape. Oh, you know what? I need the backup on that. I made a mistake. Maybe you saw it. I needed to go further out. The head of the bolt should go much further out, right? There we go. Now I'll put my 3-point arch somewhere. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but something like that. And let me start adding in some numbers here. The head of the bolt, if I look at it, it has a diameter of, it says 422, so 0.422. That's divided by 2 because this is a radius. All right. The height of it here is 0.125. The height of this little edge is pretty small. It says 0.31. And then I see it says head socket HD. It says 5/30 seconds across flats. And then there's a little symbol. It says diameter 0.25 flat. So this right here is a diameter of 0.25. So half of that, 0.25 divided by 2, is that little flat portion there. And I think I might have messed up this arch, so I'm going to delete it. And our spherical arch is 0.236. I'm deleting it because when I put it, I snapped it to something, and I'm not sure it's supposed to be like that. So I'm going to kind of push it back. And let's put our spherical radius of 0.236. There we go. Okay, I did do it wrong. You need to understand how much power you have in a CAD software, especially any of the ones that you mess with, but Onshape, just like all of them are, you're able to edit stuff, delete stuff, change things, and it all changes live. So you have to kind of learn the program and understand how it works. That's why I'm leaving in some of my mistakes in this video. You can kind of see the process that you go through. I believe we have all the dimensions that we need. Now we just need to revolve it. So I'll hit revolve. I want my shape, and the axis, of course, is the middle. One of my last steps is to now add that hexagon shape. So we add a sketch here, and there's a tool for that. It's right here called Inscribed Polygon. Gonna click that center point. Gonna go out. I want it to kind of have like a straight look. Like that. And if I want to, I want it to be hexagon. So 6, enter. And I want this to be horizontal. So I want it to match the way the picture looks. All right, all we have to do, extrude that down. It says on there a depth of 0.111. 3 ones. It's kind of a weird number, but that's what it has. 0.123. 111. Oh, I forgot to put cut. And into the part. There we go. All right, that's it. I believe we have the shape. Oh, you know what I did forget? See how editable it is? I forgot to put a size. This size is 5/30 seconds across flats. So from here to here, this is 5/30 seconds. That's 5 divided by 32. There we go. And it updates live. On the end, it looks like there's a chamfer. I'm not sure if it's going to cooperate with us, but we're going to try to put a chamfer on the end here. It's probably not going to work. Let's see. It says 0.03. It doesn't like it. We can kind of cheat the system here and create a sketch on the top view. And what I'll do is I'll make a triangle. I want to get the center of this, so I need that. A line going out from the center. So I'll need to right click, use that line there. So I want a line going out this way. I want to make a chamfer. I want the angle in here to be 45 degrees, like it calls out. 0.45. Oops. Let's see why it didn't cooperate with that. Oh, I think I put 0.45. I didn't need to delete that. And we want that length to be 0.03. And we want this here to be a dimension that is the same as the radius of the screw, so that'd be 0.125. And then we're going to hit revolve, get that, hit remove. The axis is going to be, oh, we don't have a center axis. We need a line in the middle. There we go. That will work. There. And we kind of get that look a little bit. If I lost you on that, sorry. I'll try to help you out. If you're really getting stuck on that chamfer, you can ignore it. It didn't really do much. If I get rid of that, see how little it changes. So if you get stuck on that chamfer, just toss it out. You don't have to use it. But the other parts you do. You need to get the spiral of the threads, the head of it, the hexagon, and so forth. Let me know if you're getting stuck with that sweep, and I can help you out. It can be a little bit problematic, but I can help you fix those. If you're really getting stuck, feel free to ask anyone for help, of course, including your teacher. And that's it. Let me know when you're done so I can check it off the list and add it to the grades. Thank you.